He has handled this so much better than I think I handled my colonoscopy. Like, he's just calm, and I don't know. I was hangry. So, I was like, nobody eat around me, which is not at all.
Stay away from me with your food. Yeah,
Right.
so for anyone who missed it, just in time for the holidays, Kate's husband, Monty, is getting that colonoscopy done today.
Just in time.
Is like he needed to get it done, and then the office is like, "Hey, you know what? We've got we're lacking colons here ahead of the big day. So any chance this day works for you?" And Monty was like, "Okay, sure, let's do that." So that means, so how long has he been fasting to this point? When did he start fasting, I should say?
He started fasting yesterday morning. Like, yesterday, he couldn't eat anything. He could have Gatorade, and he could have broth, and he could have Jell-O, but he was like, I don't want to do broth because that will just make me want food. And he's not a big Jell-O fan, so he just hasn't eaten anything.
Now, he's been off for a little bit this week, is that right?
Yeah, because of the prep time and everything, so he just went ahead and took the week off.
Yeah, I was curious if that was something that came with the job, or if that was something that came with the colonoscopy. So,
well, the gas company shutting down and everything, and he said he could catch a job or two, but meh. I was like, okay, which was kind of surprising that he took the option to not work. I was kind of impressed.
And so by the time dinner rolled around last night, or maybe even before bed or whatever, he was still pretty chill.
Yes. He was still really chill, and he had to get up at 2 a.m. to take more medicine. And I did not sleep with him last night. I slept in the girls' room last night because I thought he's going to want his space, and I'm going to want sleep. So I slept with the girls, but my body woke up at 2 a.m. I didn't have an alarm set or anything. I woke up at 2. I went into our bedroom. I'm like, hey, are you going to get up and take your medicine? And he's like, I've got 5 more minutes. I was like, okay, I'm going back to bed.
I've got 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And don't want to mess it up by having it 5 minutes early, Kate.
I know. I would have said the same thing. Get out of here.
Now, when you say medicine, this is the stuff you take that just helps you further clear out your insides ahead of the... Okay. Wasn't sure if there was something else I was missing. So
no, he had to take the medicine that was prescribed. He had to take like half of it during the day, and then he had to take the rest of it. The rest of it had to be 6 hours before your procedure. So
reminds me, he's taking medicine. You have the option, like you can take like some kind of medication as opposed to drinking gallons of like a kind of a brown liquid or something.
Right. Back in the day when I had my first colonoscopy, they had a concoction called Go Lightly.
Right.
Which
fantastic.
Made me laugh. That tasted horrendous. But he had to do like a whole bottle of Miralax. He had to do Dulcolax, and he had to do this other powdered concoction with Gatorade. So I don't know what. I think that was just like the get her out, finish cleaning you out.
This is his first colonoscopy?
No, this is second or third.
Oh, okay.
He had to have his colon resectioned a couple of years ago because of diverticulitis. And they thought they were going to take about 5 inches of his colon, and they ended up taking like 15 inches of his colon.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And he has had a great success story from that, and everything's been fine. But when we moved and got, to a new area, when he got a new physician, he was like, I know it's been a couple of years, but let's check everything out. And so he's getting a colonoscopy just to make sure. And he hasn't had one since his surgery. So he said he was pretty sure that he was going to have one anyways. So we're not expecting anything. They're not looking for, he hasn't had any troubles or anything. So just routine.
Now, when we had talked about this Christmas Eve colonoscopy in the past, it was, I was of the mind that makes a lot of sense, because then you can just gorge,
right,
or whatever, afterward, for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Is he still pretty hyped for that, or? He
is, and so I asked him what he wanted after, his colonoscopy. I'm like, when I pick you up, what do you want me to have in the car? And he was like, I want to make my decision after you pick me up. I'm like, yeah. Okay. So I've got a couple of snacks in the car ready so that he can munch a little bit, but he's not sure what he wants. I did get stuff tonight for breakfast for dinner. Ooh. So tonight we're going to have biscuits and gravy and some hash browns and scrambled eggs. Yeah, definitely a different Christmas Eve feast than we've ever had, but it'll be good. I gave a nice little tray of goodies to one of my friends, and like I started to walk away. We were meeting in the parking lot and I had to do it in a hurry. So I essentially just threw this plate of goodies at her and I was like, Merry Christmas. I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. And then I halfway back to my car and I went back to her and I'm like, by the way, these aren't pretty. Get a glass of milk. And she goes, stop talking. I listened to the radio. I was like, okay, so you already know? She's like, I already know. They're good with milk. They're tasty. They're just not pretty. And I'm like, you're so nice. Thank you.
So anyone who missed it, Kate was talking about bringing in cookies and was like, they're going to be a little bit cooked, so you might want to have them with milk. And when we mentioned this, we got feedback through the old Facebook.
Yes. Love
from Emily.
The feedback. Emily.
So Emily writes, place crunchy cookies in Ziploc bag with a slice of bread. It will soften up within a short time. You're welcome. I love that you're welcome, first off. That's great.
I love it. She's not even going to give me a chance to be like, I love you, Emily. She's like, you're welcome. You got this. Have you ever seen this before, Matt? Or heard about that?
I haven't seen it. I think I've heard about it before, putting a piece of bread in with cookies. Yeah, so, I do believe I've heard of this before, yes. I would not have thought to. I would never have thought to do that. It's something like, oh, yeah, I guess I have heard about that. It was not on my mind when you had mentioned that you made cookies that got a little bit cooked. Not burnt cookies.
Not burnt.
Which these don't look. I wouldn't guess these are overcooked, by the way.
Okay, thank you. But we were at a bake sale, I think, for school. And I bought some cookies and they had a piece of bread in it. I'm like, okay, what's the deal? Because it's not homemade bread. And they're like, no, it just keeps the cookies nice and soft. So I was like, oh, okay. So if you're doing mass production of cookies, like for a bake sale, you need to remember that. Well, totally outside of my brain when I'm doing these little cookie bags and plates and everything to even think about the bread. But I didn't know it was to soften the cookies. I thought it was to keep them fresh. So I was like, oh, good thinking, but I have follow-up questions. And Emily or anyone else, am I supposed to immediately put the cookies in the bag with the bread? Have I missed the bread window? Yeah. So is this just for future references while I'm in the apartment with this crappy oven? Because Matt, I was doing 2 at a time, 2 cookie sheets at a time. And 2 would come out perfect. And the next 2, same amount of time, it's like they needed a little bit more time. So I'd give it like 30 more seconds or 45 more seconds and then they'd be burnt. And it's like, not burnt, right. Crunchy, not ideal for me.
So is it maybe just because the recovery time of that oven is no good? And so you open the door, you get the cookies out of there, you put in new cookies, and then the oven just simply takes too long to heat back up? Maybe?
I don't know. Maybe I need to give it like 2 minutes in between each.
Yeah, to preheat again, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. But I'm looking forward to having a brand new oven for next year's Christmas goodies.
So you're done having, I assume, well, I don't know. I shouldn't assume because you know what happens when you assume, Kate.
Don't assume.
Me as you. Are you done making communal food in this oven or no? Are there other... I know you'll probably cook for the family.
I'll probably cook for the family.
Who cares about them if you overcook something? They can deal.
I know. They're just happy that I've got something.
Yeah, they're not going to judge you too harshly unlike me and everyone else.
Okay, I would hope so, but I talked to our realtor yesterday, and she said as soon as they mud the sheetrock, they should be able to give us a closing date. So we should know, like in the next 2 weeks, I would think, when our house is going to be done, which might in turn affect, I'm not going to bake until I've got a brand new oven. Like it's pointless to bake right now because this oven is a piece. So I'm just going to wait till we get a new oven. And then I'm going to be like, I have a brand new clean kitchen. I'm never going to use it.
Right.
No.
And dirty up this kitchen or this beautiful oven with crumbs in there or whatever. I don't know.
Right.
So has anyone admitted to you that maybe it is like, because we've had a pretty reasonable, mild winter with not a lot of snow or whatnot. Has anyone mentioned that to you yet? That's a reason why? Because you said it looks like you're ahead of schedule.
I think we're ahead of schedule. I really do, especially since we've got grass. Now, they haven't painted the outside. And how fast they're moving on the house next to us. When everything started so slow, Matt, I really was like, this is not happening until April or May. Because they said 6 to 8 months, and we signed in July. And so I was like, they didn't even break ground until late August. Because, COVID and permits taking longer and everything like that. But I would not be surprised if we get in sometime in March.
But still keeping those expectations in check. The construction crew, the builder has not said, hey, you know what? This is fantastic news due to zero precipitation or snowfall or sub-zero temperatures or anything. We've been able to rock and roll on this thing. Perfect temps, actually, for construction. No one's volunteered to you any potential, the date is going to move up.
No one. When we did the electrical walkthrough in November, early November, I think is when we did the electrical walkthrough, they said 140 days. I'm still trying to keep my my expectations for late April or May because, one, I am already committed to paying for rent through May 17th at the apartment, which I'm hoping if something does happen sooner than later, maybe our apartment will work with us because they're so nice and kind, and I'm putting that into the universe that I've complained about them in the lot, but please be nice and kind.
Do you have lots of vacancies there?
I think so. They're really advertising, like there's all sorts of signs going down.
So they might not necessarily be like, well, you know what? Lucky you. Someone showed up looking for a place, and we want to get them into it in a couple months. So that wouldn't necessarily help you unless there's just a flood of people looking for a place.
Right. Gotcha. Which I'm hoping, the end of the school year maybe will help. I'm not sure.
So how does that work as far as your mortgage? Does like the first hit to your bank account for your mortgage outside of down payment type stuff? Does that occur on like basically, okay, house is open, you've closed, and now you take possession? Is it just like as if you were to buy a new house at that point? Like your first bill comes up a month later? Or?
You're asking me questions above my pay grade.
Well, I thought maybe like you're not getting billed for this place at all now.
No. Everything is getting tallied up and put it on my tab. And everything is like we haven't even locked in a rate yet. They can't lock in our interest rate until they have a closing date.
Okay, interesting.
Hold on. Now I'm getting confused.
They
They haven't locked in a rate because I know. Because they're so far away from the build. And I think they have to know what we are going to spend essentially. I can't remember.
Right. So they can lock it in maybe 90 days out or 60 days out or something.
I was going to say 60 to 90 days. Yeah. Okay. We did all this legwork last summer.
Oh my gosh. So stressful to think about and on a holiday here, Kate.
Yeah. But we did all this legwork last summer when we were signing to buy this house, and our loan and mortgage guy is so nice. He's like, this is great, but I'm going to need this like next year. And we're like, okay, great. So he did tell us don't go buy new vehicles or open any credit cards or anything like that because you're looking good where you're at. Don't take on new debt. I'm like, okay, so I'm not going to get that car in the driveway with a big red bow for Christmas, I guess. We're going to go to Nebraska Furniture Mart and pay cash for everything because we don't want to get a Nebraska Furniture Mart card.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But once you're not going to be buying furniture until you've already secured the loan, wouldn't you? Right?
Right. I mean, yeah. But if we wanted to say like, okay, we know we need a sectional or we know we need blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Like our appliances, we paid for cash because we have to have the appliances, but we didn't want to put them on the credit card or get a Nebraska furniture. We could have paid with a credit card. Let me take that back.
So you already bought appliances that eventually NFM delivers to you?
They will deliver to our builder because we didn't want our builder's appliances. Everything, our builder provides appliances except for the fridge. And we wanted nicer appliances. So
sorry for laughing. This just all sounds so convoluted and obnoxious to have to deal with.
Do you understand why I puke, Matt? This is why I puke.
This is why I puke. But this is not a new behavior of yours.
This is why I puke.
And for anyone who's not familiar, nerve puking.
Nerve puking.
Not any kind of intentional puking.
No. And I'm not the fiscally responsible partner in our marriage. So this is a lot for my brain to handle. And therefore, it attaches to my stomach and I go, yeah.
But many times it's just a dry heave, right?
Most times, yeah. It has to be real bad. Yeah. It has to be real bad if I puke.
And with it being Christmas time, it could be very festive. Ooh, look at that.
Oh, looky there.
The red and green M&Ms look so festive. Great. On the way out.
Know.
That's the most festive vomit I've ever had.
I'm not going to lie, Matt. Because we're not going anywhere for Christmas, I have not had like Christmas anxiety, stress.
Oh, okay, due to travel plans or?
Due to travel, due to making everybody happy, due to having everything ready. I am doing okay so far. I need about 2 more hours in my day to get some wrapping done. So if you walk by my cube and I've got boxes and I'm covered in wrapping paper, just keep on going. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Might be a little bit concerned if you're like under a pile of wrapping paper. Is that Kate under there?
Don't mind me, guys.
I'm glad she warned me about that earlier. Otherwise, I've been concerned that she's under this pile.
I did see my sister-in-law sent me something and she was like, my kids are going to be really upset on Christmas morning if they figure out the math of the lack of Christmas presents under the tree that they get to open versus all the times that I locked myself in the bedroom saying, can't come in here. I'm wrapping your Christmas presents. Apparently, all the times she was wrapping Christmas presents is not as many times as she had Christmas presents to wrap.
Wait, I'm confused. Explain that again.
So as a mom who does everything, they lock themselves in the bedroom. And if the kid comes in or tries to come in, you say, you can't come in. I'm wrapping your Christmas presents.
Oh, and you say that whether or not you're actually wrapping Christmas presents?
Correct. It's a ruse.
Interesting life hack.
So if your kid is like quick enough to pick up on Christmas morning that, hey, wait, there was at least 20 times that mom said she was wrapping Christmas presents and I only have 5 presents here.
Yeah, sometimes wrapping a gift is a multi-day experience. You ever try wrapping a bicycle?
Right. I have not, but I am a mom, so I lie a lot. And I get it. I want to finish my show with all the bad words, eating snacks that I don't want to share with you. So don't mind me, just wrapping in here.
Mommy doesn't want to share her Christmas show or her Christmas snacks. Get out of here.
Bye-bye.
Right.
Go turn on Charlie Brown.
I'll allow you to go watch that stupid Cupcake Dino show.
Ugh.
Go ahead. Just leave me alone.
Stupid.
Cupcakes and Dinos.
Cupcakes and Dinos.
Are you impressed with my recall there that I was able to remember that?
I'm shocked because I don't know if I could. I'd just be like, whatever that stupid show is. I hate the stupid shows.
Yep. Flexing the memory here, Kate. Oh, I should name your neighbors, your future neighbors.
Do it.
Don't you think? Okay. So you have Jean and Kim.
Yep.
They're the hard ones because they're an older couple, and Kim is confusing because it seems like a younger person's name. So Jean and Kim. All right. Then.
And by older couple, I think they're in their early 50s.
Oh, okay.
So when I say
really.
older, Jean sounds like an older man's name.
They're Gen Xers or older Gen Xers or something like that.
But if I put it on paper, they're not that much older than me.
Right. Okay. So of the neighbors, Jean and Kim are the older ones. We have Chad and Anna.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yep.
And there's one more set I should know.
There's one more set that you have recalled that I have introduced. That
yeah. Ooh, this is. Oh yeah, it's Kevin and Valerie.
Kevin and Valerie. Yeah. Now, Matt, can you tell me who lives in which house? What color are Kevin and Valerie's house?
Have you told me the colors of these people's homes?
No, I was just throwing it out there. But maybe you would.
If I could guess, beige.
Kevin and Valerie are actually they're a grayish.
Okay, so I'll count that.
Okay.
And then Gene and Kim live in a gray house.
Blue.
And blue's pretty close to gray. And Chad and Anna live in a camouflage house.
Very close.
Is that right?
Brown.
Oh, so close.
But, okay.
See, I had like the army on my mind. I was so close.
But I am going to give you like a bajillion bonus points because you just named them in the order that they live furthest away. So Kevin and Valerie live 4 houses, Gene and Kim 3, Chad and Anna 2, and then the people next door that we don't know that's no longer a whole, but they don't have kids. We don't know their names.
Now, I don't want to make people feel too bad that they don't have super memory skills like I've just demonstrated. So I should point out that I have spent a lot of mental effort trying to remember these people, Kate's future neighbors' names.
It's really impressive because...
Yeah, I've thought about it a lot.
I know you've got a lot of stuff up there, Matt.
I never wrote them down. I never wrote anything down.
Nope.
I was just like, okay, think, concentrate. Okay.
Nope.
So,
but I also, like, I don't want to take anything away from you whatsoever.
Well, thanks, Kate. Not on Christmas Eve.
But I mean, like, what's going on in your brain right now? You gave cash for Christmas presents and you get goodies just because you're awesome. I mean, what else is up there that you're like, got to keep track of? So Kate's neighbors, it is.
Right. That's how much
you got nothing else going on, Matt.
That's how much I got going on in my life. Yeah, I tell you what, being single and alone. Yeah, you really don't have to think about too awful much stuff. There's lots of room to store the names of Kate's future neighbors.
Right.
Yeah, just come on in here. Here you go.
They're going to be so impressed when you come over for driveway drinking, and you're going to be like, Kevin, Valerie, what's up?
Yeah. So anyway, Valerie, you know how it is.
You know.
Well, am I right? What do you think, Val? Do you think I'll be able to call her Val?
Maybe. What up, Vizal?
I bet you that I'm pretty good at shortening people's names without their permission.
I mean, if you start giving them like random nicknames, though, like Kimmy K, what's up?
Nah, I'm not that gutsy. I am gutsy enough though to abbreviate without permission.
Gino.
That's only if I'm getting the right vibe. Well, you know, Val. If I'm feeling it, you know, Val and I have a good rapport. I'll figure that out early. I'm pretty good at that.
We
stuff.
go way back. I mean, you don't know it, but
yeah.
I have known you.
Yes, exactly. Val, I tell you what, seems like we've known each other for, well, centuries at this point, and I just met you 10 minutes ago.
Like, we've done pleasantries, but we haven't been like, what do you do? So I think instead of saying radio, and I've talked about you guys for months, I'm going to be like, I just work from home. I don't do anything that would talk about you on the radio.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I have my dad, and I'm just further proving his point here, will often say, like, family, oh, don't say that in front of Matt. He'll end up on his show. You know, I'm like, no, it might not, you know. Don't
make promises, Dad, because maybe it's not interesting at all. But I'll take the good stuff.
And that's why I've learned to commit those things to memory and say, instead of taking my notebook out, you know, because then people really get it.
I was going to say, do you just sit in the corner of the living room with your little notepad out? Keep going. I got this.
More, please. Hold on. Let me lick the tip of this pen. Okay.
Exactly. Okay, so Matt, we've talked about what I'm doing for Christmas Eve. What are you doing for Christmas Eve?
Oh, I plan to... I'm going to take things as they come. So it'll be either playing video games or watching whatever Christmas movies I feel like.
Yeah.
Or a mix of the two. That's going to be it.
Are you going to wait up for Santa?
No, because I want Santa to arrive, Kate. Are you nuts?
Good call. Good call.
Stay up. Make Santa have to be like, fine, I'll come back.
You've got all the gadgets. Are you going to try to catch him?
Stop watching Die Hard and go to bed. Try to catch him?
Yeah.
I don't have any Santa traps. No, I don't have anything like that amongst my gadgets. No.
Okay. Anything for tomorrow?
Briefly going over to the folks' garage to exchange some gifts.
Oh,
and
nice.
then not give each other COVID-19, and then go home and drink alone, Kate.
'Tis the season.
Oh, ho, ho.
Fa la 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 la. Yeah, we definitely went to the liquor store for Christmas.
I'm not planning on getting plowed on Christmas Day. Yeah, but we'll see.
No, but it's Friday.
You never know. You never know
I mean,
when you're planning things.
that's the worst,
I know, a dangerous 3-day weekend with booze. Yeah.
right? That's the worst. I'm only going to have one drink. That was my downfall in my 20s.
Yeah.
I don't really feel like going to the bar, but I'll go, and I'm just going to have one pitcher.
Pitcher. Right. Only going to have one quadruple rum and Coke. That's
Right. One round that I buy.
Mm.
Yeah.
Have you thought about
That was
what liquor you would pour into your Coca-Cola from Pepsi next year when it comes out, Kate?
I think Coca-Cola, I think cocoa goes best when it's Irish. So
Okay.
Bailey's?
You're going to put Bailey's inside of a soft drink.
I feel like that's way sweet, but I'm also not like a rum and Coke person. I'm not a pop mixer.
Rum and Coke might be good.
Oh, rum. Yeah, rum. Yeah.
Rum and Coca-Cola.
Rum and Coca-Cola.
And for anyone that's not familiar, the Pepsi is going to be bringing out a hot cocoa flavored variant, marshmallow and chocolate flavored Pepsi that will not be served hot.
It'll be in a can.
And they're calling it Cocoa. In quotation marks, it says right there on the can, Coca-Cola.
Here's what I don't understand, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
The name of the company is PepsiCo, correct?
Well, is
PepsiCo
short for cola, though, or company?
Right. So why can't it be Pepsi Coca-Cola? Get it?
Pepsi Coco.
Pepsi Coco?
Well, that is what
Cola.
they're doing. Pepsi Coco.
Yeah, but like
Pepsi Coca-Cola? Pepsi Coco?
no, not extra Coca-Colas.
Pepsi
but because
Coco? What?
because Co is part of Pepsi, like PepsiCo. So it's Pepsi Coca-Cola
Okay.
instead of Pepsi Coca-Cola.
Right.
You know, like a play on PepsiCo.
Sure, whatever. I think we're trying to let PepsiCo off the hook a little bit too easy here.
I know, but I grew up Team Pepsi.
PepsiCo was formed in 1965 with the merger of the Pepsi-Cola Company and Frito-Lay.
Frito-Lay.
Yeah, and now they're like, isn't Taco Bell part of the company?
And KFC and Pizza Hut.
And KFC? Kentucky Hut?
Yeah. I think you're right.
Can you still find a Kentucky Hut? I know there's a lot of dual ones, but
Yeah, because I think there are some rest stops that are like the trifecta.
okay.
The fried, what do they call it? The chicken taco hut.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Matt, I've got a couple more of these movie taglines for Christmas movies since you're going to watch Christmas movies tonight.
Yes.
So I'm going to quiz you on your Christmas movie tags. And we played this yesterday. You did really good yesterday.
I was like 3 for 4 or something like that.
I think so. I think you only had one that you missed. But basically the tagline, like you said, it's just like would you call it a slogan for a movie or a quick description?
Yeah, basically, the description you would see on a movie poster.
Right.
I said subtitle, which is pretty confusing because there are subtitles that you see like closed captions
Right.
on a movie. But when I think subtitle, I think of like a book has a subtitle, you know?
Right.
But anyway, yeah, more or less. So I correctly guessed Die Hard, Home Alone, and The Santa Claus, I believe, yesterday. And then a big swing and a miss on... Do you remember what the other one was?
No. How do you remember this stuff?
I
Gosh.
thought maybe you had it in front of you with your ones that you were
I
gonna bring us today.
deleted it because I didn't want to get confused.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't matter because you missed it. So
Right. Obviously wasn't a good Christmas movie, so not worth mentioning again.
obviously. Did you miss Christmas Vacation?
Oh, I think that might have been it. Yeah.
I think you missed Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Okay.
So never mind. I mean, I think Christmas Vacation is a pretty good movie, but, you know, what are you going to do?
I think you're going into it 3 out of 4. I bet you go 3 for 3 today.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So in your car, with your friends, with your family, play along. The first movie tag is Journey Beyond Imagination. The Santa Claus, Miracle on 34th Street, or the Polar Express. The slogan, Journey Beyond Imagination. Matt.
Let's go with the Polar Express.
If you said Polar Express, then you are correct.
All right.
Well done.
I was waiting for it, and then you are wrong.
Wrong.
You blew it, Matt, on the first one.
Have you seen that one?
I have not. No. I've heard it's pretty good.
Maybe you should. I think people who like it really, really like it. Maybe you should watch that tonight. I think it's playing on like several stations. You don't have cable.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
I do have a over-the-air TiVo. Did you know that, Kate?
Oh, there you go. I did not know that.
Yeah, I really only typically watch Chiefs games through it. But,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I could look on there and see if it's on broadcast.
Yeah.
Or stream it somewhere or go real wild and buy it, but I don't think that's going to happen.
That would make you wild for sure. All right, this one, I just have a feeling you're going to get. His father, her mother, his mother, and her father, all in one day. Christmas Vacation, The Holiday, 4 Christmases. The slogan is, his father, her mother, his mother, and her father, all in one day.
Oh, jeez. Feels like Christmas Vacation, but since that was yesterday, I feel like this is I'll stick with Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation. All right, if you said Christmas Vacation, you're wrong.
No.
See what I did? I used you. I used your line there. Wah, wah, wah. I thought for sure you'd get this one. And the answer is 4 Christmases.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one.
That is Reese Witherspoon and Vince Vaughn. And they can't do Christmas with their families, so they're because they're going on vacation, but there is a storm, so they have to go visit their families, and both families are divorced, and Robert Duvall and Sissy Spacek, and I think Tim McGraw's even in that one. Okay, so that's 4 Christmases.
You know I have a strict no Reese Witherspoon movies policy, right?
What is wrong with you?
No, I'm just kidding. It just seemed like something
Oh my gosh. I expected you to say Vince Vaughn, but Reese Witherspoon?
It just seemed like something to say. Oh no. Yeah, that's why.
What?
That's why. This is like, what? Okay. Vince Vaughn, I get. Reese Witherspoon, are you kidding?
Yeah, no kidding. Why? What's wrong with Reese?
America's Sweetheart? Are you nuts?
I know. I follow her on Instagram. When I grow up, I want to be like Reese Witherspoon and spend like Reese Witherspoon.
Okay.
She's always got it together. She's just always, I know she's got a team and she's got people around her
I was gonna say,
that help her keep it together, but.
Is it a thrifty spend? Or are you hoping to?
No. Gosh, no.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
I thought maybe she was pulling in the Oprah where it's like, oh yes, I'm so wealthy. The cost of things will never matter to me.
Kind of.
Here's an affordable thing you can do while on the toilet. So
no,
anyway.
It's like, here's to make if you're worried about throwing a party, just do this, and this. But all the things that she does, it's not like Oprah spending level, but it is like, okay, I don't know that I'm going to spend that much on just my table decorations.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but she's always looking super cute. I love Reese Witherspoon.
All right, so back to movie taglines, specifically Christmas movie taglines here. I am 1 for 2 so far. We got our third and final one.
2.
So if I get this correct, it will be a Merry Christmas. If I get this incorrect, still going to be a Merry Christmas, Kate.
It's still going to be a Merry Christmas,
See what I
Matt.
did there? Yeah.
See what you did there.
Just saved Christmas, more or less, but okay.
You're my hero.
Oh, don't. I'm blushing now.
Matt, here's your slogan.
Okay.
He's very naughty and not very nice. He's very naughty and not very nice.
Okay.
Am I talking about Bad Santa, Family Man, or The Grinch? Once again, he's very naughty and not very nice.
That's got to be Bad Santa, right?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with that.
Okay, Bad Santa is the Billy Bob Thornton, right?
Yes.
Okay, and Family Man is Nicolas Cage.
Sadly, I know. I mean, actually, that's a really good film. Yes, correct. Yeah.
And The Grinch is obviously The Grinch.
And Jim Carrey, I believe, right?
The answer is not Family Man. The answer is Bad Santa.
So I got it.
You got it. I was trying to throw it off on the reveal. I was trying to go all Seacrest and like really deceptive and taking my time. So you're like, just give us the answer.
Yeah, Family Man, that was back when Nicolas Cage was more of an actor who played characters instead of Nicolas Cage who plays like Nicolas Cage.
Weirdo.
Yeah.
I'm not a Nicolas Cage fan, and I remember Monty wanted to watch Family Man. I was like, do we have to?
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Did you watch it?
Isn't that where he's the meteorologist?
Isn't it something like there's an alternate reality or something?
I don't. It's not. No, it's a Debbie Downer movie.
Well, yeah, like loses his wife or something like that,
or gets divorced, or people hate him. Or
I remember liking it. Yeah,
I remember hating it.
I just maybe associating that with good memories from college or something, though. So, I don't know.
See, maybe I'm just hating it because it's Nicolas Cage. I just remember watching it being like, wah wah. There's no happy ending.
So there you go. Gather the family around for
Family Man tonight for Christmas Eve.
Family Man, as featured on Matt and Kate.